You've probably seen them on the roads or parked in impossibly small spaces, but everyone who sees the Smart Fortwo has at least two questions. Is it safe, and how good is the gas mileage?
People want to know about functionality. Gee, what can you go to the grocery store? I get questions on, is it safe?
Jill Lajak is the president of Smart USA.
There's actually a tritium, what we call a tritium cell, which is the safety cage of the car. It's built much like a race car. There's actually roll bars in the vehicle, in the seats that are built into the vehicle. So that gives us the good fortune to have a great safety rating in the U.S. marketplace, which we're extremely proud of.
So proud, in fact, that they've actually put up a website called safeandsmart.com. You can actually go to it and look at pictures of smushed smarts and hear owners' stories. Yeah, and what about going to the grocery store? I mean, can I just put in one egg and one carton of milk?
A mid-size car has generally 12 cubic feet of trunk capacity. The Smart car has exactly 12 cubic feet. It's just vertical in nature. So it's really smart, intuitive packaging.
The Smart brand started in the early 90s as a joint venture between Swiss watchmaker Swatch and Mercedes-Benz. The first Smart rolled off of a French assembly line in 1998. That same year, the company became a wholly owned subsidiary of Mercedes-Benz, and Swatch went back to making watches. Smart started selling cars in the States in 2008, just in time for the crash of 2009. Smart USA is owned by famed race car driver and super successful businessman Roger Penske. During the Great Recession of 2009, Hyundai's reasonable price tag created record growth for the Korean company. The same cannot be said for Smart, which has models that start under $12,000, but that's without air conditioning.
I think what we learned, and we certainly did learn this in the first year that the vehicle launched in the U.S. marketplace, is it was generally a second or third purchase in a household fleet of vehicles. And when the economy started to go down and consumers weren't spending as much, of course they backed off on discretionary spend. So it had an impact on the brand. That's not unexpected. That happened to other products within the industry as well. We're not concerned about that. That just means that you maneuver through those waters.
So, in other words, rather than being an essential purchase in what was the toughest economy since the Great Depression, the Smart seemed more like a fashion accessory, which is not necessarily a bad thing as the economy recovers and people start shopping for fun again.
Very pleased with our performance this year. We're continuing to post month-over-month increases.
We're heading into Manhattan now, and the Smart is really a city car. You can take it on the highway, but it's really made for city driving. Smart has also done something really smart. They've negotiated half-price parking deals at some garage chains. If you're not familiar with the cost of parking in New York, a couple of hours could be the same cost as an entree at a fancy restaurant in Manhattan. By the way, this is the veal parmesan at Trattoria dell'Arte at 57th and 7th. It's amazing if you don't have a political problem with veal.
We've got relationships with a number of garages around the country, and obviously the Smart doesn't take up much space. So they want to encourage more people to have Smart cars, and they offer half-price parking in their garages, which is another just added benefit to the already good value that the Smart offers in the marketplace.
If you're just coming in for an occasional lunch meeting, it's not that big a deal, but if you commute into New York or any of the other cities with a half-price deal, it can have a major impact on your budget. The Smart Fortwo is as long as some cars are wide, so that means in certain municipalities you can actually park perpendicularly to the curb, which looks strange but is great for those who can't parallel park. But if you can't remember where you left your Smart, there's an app for that.
We have a Smart Drive app, which is actually built. We built it in Palo Alto at our facility, and we developed it in-house for Smart.
Johan Youngworth is the president and CEO of Mercedes-Benz Research and Development for North America. He goes by JJ. He also says that they've developed the first, quote, automotive-grade iPhone app. It actually remembers where you parked your Smart. That's really smart.
And this feature is very, very nicely integrated because the app will automatically store your location when you take out your iPhone from the Smart.
The Bluetooth system allows you to stream internet radio so that no matter where you're from, you can hear a little bit of home.
Here in the US, you can do live streaming of SWR3 or SWR FM 99.9.
And what is that? What is SWR? That's a station from Stuttgart?
Yes, this is a station from Stuttgart, same station in the south.
But we're here in Hoboken, and you can hear it.
That is correct, and actually I can turn the volume up and you can listen to audio live streaming through the web.
The Smart iPhone app can also work as a navigation system. Pretty cool. Something funny happened on our way navigating the traffic into and out of Manhattan. Oddly enough, something I've noticed a lot in the city driving this Smart convertible, or Smart Fortwo Cabrio as they call it, is that people are more than willing to let me in. I think part of it is it's tall, and part of it is they just think the car is cool. But they don't have trouble really seeing me. It's a tiny little car, but it's pretty tall. Unlike a red convertible that I used to own, the Smart sits pretty high up, and that made it a lot easier for other drivers to see me. They actually let me in going into and out of the Holland and Lincoln tunnels. If you're not from the New York area, trust me, it's a test of nerves and insurance deductibles each time you try it at rush hour. Speaking of other drivers, it's good that they let you in. The Smart has a leisurely 0 to 60 speed of 12.8 seconds. One of the advantages to this type of top is that going into something like the Lincoln Tunnel, where you may not want all those fumes, you can actually close the top while you're moving. So we have our nice little sealed cocoon here going into the Lincoln Tunnel. But remember, it's really designed as an urban shopping cart, not a grand tourer. The 70 horsepower 3-cylinder engine delivers 33 miles per gallon in the city and 41 miles per gallon on the highway. Smart says that makes the Smart the most fuel-efficient non-hybrid car on the market. While you don't have a computer helping a gasoline engine decide when to switch on and off like you do in a hybrid, the Smart does seem like it's got a conference room filled with middle managers under the floor trying to decide on a gear. You cannot get the Smart with a regular manual transmission or an automatic that won't help you stir your coffee on the way to work. You can, however, get a Smart Fortwo Cabrio for about $17,000, which is probably the lowest priced convertible on the market. I'm Grant Winter reporting.